And we are beginning the bulletin with some breaking news coming in. Pope Francis, no more. Pope passes away after prolonged illness. Vatican confirms Pope Francis, no more. Pope Francis dies at the age of 88, hours after wishing Happy Easter. Pope Francis breathes his last. That is the big breaking news that we're getting you at this point in time, where after prolonged illness, Pope Francis has passed away at the age of 88. My colleague Srinjoy Chaudhary is joining me right now to get us more details. Srinjoy, hours after wishing Happy Easter, the Vatican has confirmed that Pope Francis is no more. Well, we'll try and reconnect with my colleague Srinjoy Chaudhary. But what we can tell you right now is Pope Francis is no more after prolonged illness. The Vatican has confirmed that Pope Francis is no more. He has passed away at the age of 88, hours after wishing Happy Easter. Pope Francis breathes his last. What we can tell you at this point in time, that Pope Francis was battling serious illnesses of double pneumonia from the last few months. And these are the live visuals on your screens right now for the big breaking news that we're getting you at this point in time, where Pope Francis has passed away at the age of 88 after battling prolonged illness. It was only yesterday that he had wished Happy Easter, and today, hours after that, he's no more. My colleague Srinjoy Chaudhary is joining us back on the channel. Srinjoy, I was asking you that after prolonged illness, he was diagnosed with a double pneumonia and was back and forth from the hospital. But hours after wishing Happy Easter, the Vatican declared that Pope Francis is no more.
It's perhaps appropriate that he passed away on Easter Monday. But Pope Francis will always be remembered as a great Pope, primarily because of several reasons. First, he was a man of the people. He had disdain for all the luxuries that come with popedom, and he refused them. Secondly, he looked at even his name. It was Pope Francis, and he took the name from from Francis of Assisi, who was probably the greatest European of that era. And Pope Francis was also a man who fought hunger, who fought want, who fought poverty. And he was a man who looked forward to ensuring that everybody lived well, everybody had a square meal. So the basics were things that the Pope was very keen on. Besides that, of course, there are little things that he will be remembered for. One, of course, was his great love for football. And that is something that will endear him to many people. Pope Francis and Prime Minister Modi had a very engaging meeting, and that meeting was quite a memorable one for both. And it must be remembered that meeting apart, Pope Francis looked at the third world. He, being from Argentina, looked at South America, he looked at Asia, and he looked at the world which was the third world. And he wanted improvements in the third world. Besides that, he had another great love. That was to save the world and fight global warming and climate change. He often spoke out about climate. He often
Well, that was my colleague Srinjoy Chaudhary getting us all the details over this tragic demise of Pope Francis, who breathed his last at the age of 88 at his residence in the Vatican's Casa Santa Marta. It was on Easter Monday that he breathed his last. Remember, Pope Francis was battling prolonged illness, but now, of course, the entire Vatican City and world over, they are mourning his demise. And those are the visuals on your screens from the Vatican that we're bringing you right now.